Hi, Julie. How are you?
Good, I'm doing great. Hi, Jennifer. How are you today?
I'm well. So it's so good to see you. And congratulations on finishing your program, the full, the full, yay, I know. It's so exciting. Well, I would like to ask some questions with you because our testimonials are so important to us because it really speaks to a lot of different clients. And I know prospective clients, there's going to be someone out there that's just going to relate to your story when they hear this. So it's so important for us to just get every client story if we can.
And I know that
So,
I related to you in your story, so
oh
hopefully,
yeah, I know exactly. So that's where we are able to help others. So my first question is, where were you emotionally and physically before you joined our program?
hmm, okay. I'll start with physically because I think the emotion was tied to physical. So
Yeah.
physically, I mean, all my life I've been tall and thin. So I think I thought that I was okay, look-wise and health-wise. It took me a while. I won't say I was in denial. I probably just didn't realize that
Yeah.
I had been growing older and that I guess I hid the weight well, but I had actually put on a lot of weight from my mainstream, most of my life weight. And about a year ago, I had gotten a diagnosis that like really threw me for a loop. I had no idea. I thought I was healthy and eating well. And basically it was severe advanced heart disease. So I had high blood pressure and I had cholesterol and I had 3 major blockages in my heart. And the doctor basically said, you know, your outlook is probably stroke or heart attack, and like how are all of the medicines that we can put you on to, you know, to save you and keep you alive. And that was like the huge alarm bell. That was the wake up call. So I just kept reading and following doctors and all kinds of folks on Instagram. And I went vegan on my own from a book that was Dr. Esseltine, How to Stop and Reverse Heart Disease. So I went hardcore right away. Like,
Yeah.
did it because I was so motivated. And lo and behold, I lost 50 pounds.
Wow. That's
But
amazing.
emotionally, it was bizarre because first I felt really good and really proud, but then the doctors, I've learned a lot about Western diets and Western medicine. They weren't really supportive of what I was doing and they couldn't really guide me, and they still wanted me on all the medicine. So I just really kept trying to learn and learn and learn. So emotionally, it was mood swings. I felt really good sometimes emotionally that I'm learning, I'm taking control of my own body. And other times I would feel so defeated that I
Yeah.
just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know the path. I didn't know who to believe. I didn't have a strong team behind me. And sometimes I felt really good. And sometimes my energy level was horrible.
Mm.
So it was really up and down. It was a roller coaster.
Yes, absolutely. And you hit so many good points of just how important it is to give our bodies all that good nutrients, and just changing the diet really can make a huge difference on the inside. What's happening on the inside, a lot of times, like you said, people, you may look healthy, but what's happening on the inside also is a huge factor. So thank you for sharing that part.
And I learned
Well,
this medicine, like who knew? Who
yeah.
knew? That's really, that's part of what our bodies need, but whoever knew, who knew?
I know, exactly. Well, what biggest accomplishment did you make during our program?
So that's really hard. And I'm a marketer, so I should be able to tell a very succinct story. Picking one is really hard because
You can pick more than one.
I learned so much. Discipline, confidence, structure. I learned so many things from the program, but I think maybe if I could, I'll pick one. And it's not what I've been saying. I think it's what I've been hearing from family and friends.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone that sees me says, oh my God, you look amazing. But more importantly, you look so happy. And I
Oh,
seen you happy in a long time.
oh, that's so, I love that. I love to hear
The
that.
accomplishment is I look and I feel happy.
Yes, you made those two connections. We were talking about physical and emotional together. I absolutely love that. Well, are there any steps that we implemented during your program that you want to continue going forward? Like what steps will you continue?
All of it. All
Yes.
of it. And I think I'm coming back anyway. Like
Yes, we're going to be there along with you.
everything. It was I think the education, the structure, the constant guidance between you and Anae, just like, you know, cheering me on, telling me when I was doing things correctly, when I wasn't, whether it was my exercise form or the food I was eating, the progress, actually seeing progress. I mean, I've done things off and on throughout the decades, and I would quit no matter what it was. I think when you don't see the progress,
Right.
don't have the discipline, and you don't have the structure, it's easy to fall off.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a process too. So sometimes you have to go through those weeks where sometimes it feels like nothing's happening, but it is. It's all working consecutively, and our bodies respond differently. But what I really enjoyed working with you is your consistency, but also you were sharing your videos a lot. And that helps for us to really get your progress and follow your progress and help you because, um, it's hard. It's a virtual program, but us being there and you sending the videos makes us feel like we're right there and you're right here with us. And that really is a great part of the program is you don't feel isolated. It's all a family connected. We're all here supporting you, both myself and Annie. So thank you for
I don't know
being.
I don't know how they don't share their videos. I know when you share that with me, it takes a little bit of time, and obviously having to, like, I own a business and race into work, it takes just a little bit of time to set up the
Yeah.
camera, make sure I look good for you, make sure I'm in my jammies, make sure I'm in my workout uniform. But it was the invaluable expertise, because you were always right there saying, don't lean so back, don't lean so forward.
Yeah.
Out it, and it took me 3 months, and I think I'm close to doing it all right, but I still, like, I depended so immensely on all of the instruction you gave me, and I hear you in my head every time I'm doing something. I'm like, no, she says pick your head up, or no.
Yes.
So I don't understand, and I hope anyone going through the program does send the videos, because that's part of the value that you bring to the table, is to
Oh, thank you.
perform.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that even as a coach, I still implement for myself. Anytime I'm changing my workout or upping my weight, I'll record myself because a lot of times you think you're doing it right. When you go back and watch, you're like, oh, wait a minute. I need to tweak that just a little bit. So it's a good tool for sure.
Really,
You've said so much already, but what would you say to someone who is maybe on the fence of joining? What would be your best advice?
and I've told so many people about it, and I know
Yeah.
some are on the fence, and some are like trying to go buy my equipment and duplicate it. I'm like, you'll never do it yourself. I think the best advice, and it's something that's been my mantra for my life, and I'm going to write the book someday, as I told you.
I know. I'm so excited.
I would say close your eyes and jump. Like, what do you have to lose? Look what you have to gain. So just do it. Just try
it. I know. Don't even think, just do it. Yeah.
Do it. You owe it to yourself. Like, you owe it to yourself, and you owe it to the people around you. If you love them, like, just do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, anything else you would like to share with us?
Just that you've become such an important part of my life, and such an important part of my health journey. And as I did tell you people, my own promo, I'm going to write the book, Hatched at 62 years of age.
Yes.
But AZFIT and Jennifer and Anae were such an important part of this journey. So I am going to keep going with this. I'll never, never, never stop. And
Yay.
I think the one thing that nobody can tell us what to do. Like, we just can't. We have to find the path on our own.
Yeah.
And if I had listened, I think of two people, my 8th grade teacher, who once said, your body is your temple. It's the only thing you own. Everything else you cannot take with you and can be lost at any time. So
Oh, yes.
take care of it. And then my mom, God love her, she lived into her 90s. And she somehow was very healthy. She was doing Tai Chi and line dancing and eating healthy. And she used to tell me all the time. And I would just be like, so again,
Oh,
take
well,
care.
I want to say it's been an honor to be part of your journey. Really, it is your journey that we got to be a part of and just be there along there with you. And yes, we have built this amazing friendship and community that continues on. So it's never over, really. Like you said, it continues on, and I will always just be keeping up with you wherever you are. So it's been an honor, really, a pleasure.
All righty. Thank
You have a good one.
you too. Bye.
Bye.